Hello everyone, so this is my speech on how I have a dream that one day I will be able to create electronic music and possibly have it as a passion of mine. So this all started in 12th grade with my teacher, my English teacher, Jordan Englehart, and he wanted us to do a 20-time project and on anything we wanted to do, whether it was from designing something to I don't know, like working with wood or something. We could do any of those things as long as we documented it every day and we tried our best to work with it. So like every week, or actually before that, I was into actually making like video games. I wanted to try to make video games for my 20-time project, and it didn't quite work out as I wanted it to though, because I wasn't really interested in it and I really wasn't invested in it. But then I asked my teacher and I was able to change to making music on my phone with an app called Doxy. So every week from that point I would start making music, and yeah. Like I'd made music prior to that, but it wasn't like anything good. It was really bad. But it was literally just putting sounds together and I didn't know what any of those like sounds were. Like for instance, like a melody, or I didn't know what chords were, or the bass. Well, I probably know what bass is, but everybody knows what a bass is in like a electronic song. But so I kept doing that, and every week he would give me feedback on my songs and how he thought that a lot of them sounded the same, and that I should change it up. So I would try different genres of music and I would keep doing them. And I also shared it with people on Facebook. I actually still have a Facebook group of people who make music for a living or want to make music for a living, and I share it with them. And they don't always click on my music, but there are a few nice people who actually look at everybody's music. I haven't actually done that in a while, but I did share one of my newest songs on there though, that I just recently made. So when I first got to the States, or Virginia, when I moved from Ecuador to Virginia, I just graduated. It was like 3 weeks from graduating, and my parents actually wanted me to join the army at the time, or any of the branches, just so I could feel independent and I could learn to manage money and stuff and just be independent in my own way. And I didn't really want to do that. So my parents suggested school, and I went with it. I thought a career in cybersecurity looked the most interesting from all the jobs that I saw, and I went with that, and I'm currently following that plan right now, but I definitely want to get into music, and that would probably be my lifelong passion, is just to make electronic music for people and just see how they respond or how they react to it. I'm hoping I can get like viewers on SoundCloud or literally any platform. If they could just hear it, that would be great. So, and for school, when I got here, I actually wasn't motivated at all. Like I didn't really have a plan. I just wanted to do that just so my parents would stop bugging me. But then I met a girl and on a game, and she has inspired me and influenced me so much, and she's just made me a better person, and I'm really grateful for her. I even made a song for her, which I'll show in a bit. But so I think the best takeaway from this is that you should follow your dreams, no matter what. Because I know some of you here are kind of older people and you're just following your dreams just now when you probably could have been a couple of years ago. Like you must have some type of genuine like for the job you're in, but I know there's a couple of you that probably would want to follow your passions and keep doing that. So I'm going to slowly work towards my dream. I'm not going to rush it because I have plenty of years to live and to work towards that dream and that goal of working with electronic music. And KitKat, this is just just for the, I'm not going to like show like the app or anything, but I'm going to show that in the actual presentation. I'm going to show the most recent song I made, and I'm going to show them it, and I'm going to show them all the components to it. So just imagine like I'm showing it. Alright, I got a phone and I'm showing it. So yeah, so this app is called Oxy, and with this app you can make your own electronic music. You start with a melody, which is a couple of notes, and then you expand on that and you add chords. Like chords are like 3 notes or more that you put together to kind of be like as the background noise, or they kind of give the song more power. And then you definitely want to stack layers of sounds for the same sounds just to make them stronger and better. And you want to add a bass, like a bass line and a sub bass. So the bass line is what you're working up to, obviously, but once the bass drops, or when you're working up to it, you can still have that slight sub bass, which is like the bass, but it's just a lighter version of it in a different sound, or it could be the same sound. You also want to have drums, and you want to have fills for sure. So drums could be when you're about to drop the bass, or when you're leading up to it, or even just for the basic beat of the song. And you want to keep variation in your songs. You never want to keep them the same too long. Sometimes it can be good in some songs, like trance, where you just want to keep hearing the consistent beat, but it's always good to have a variety in your songs so your audiences don't get bored. And feedback and experimentation. So you definitely always want to get feedback, and you want to take and use that feedback. You never want to just throw it to the side or not take it or not use it, because that feedback could be very valuable and it can make your song sound so much better. Like I know when I was in high school and I showed people my songs, I thought they were really good, but they were actually pretty bad. And then people told me that, and I didn't really believe them until I actually heard them myself, and then I thought, some of these parts aren't really good, and I could definitely improve. So Oxy is a DAW, and if you're wondering what a DAW is, it's a digital audio workshop, and it's definitely one of my favorite to use. Because other ones are good, but they're kind of complex, a lot more complex. I like the interface of this app, and I like how it's easier to use. Okay, so, and then this part, KitKat, I show the song Strobe by deadmau5. I mean, I'm not going to show it right now, but just pretend I am. And then I'll show like different components to it and why I like it, because it has lots of feeling, and I really like that in a song. Kind of gives you nostalgia. And also, before this, I didn't actually put this because I forgot, because I was talking, but I actually play your song, and I'm going to analyze it when I do the speech, so yeah. And if you're wondering what a strobe is, by the title name, it's like a tube that shoots out light. So I think it's those things they use in festivals. And yeah. And to finish this presentation off, or this speech off, presentation, just finish it off with a quote by Benjamin Franklin. You can do anything you set your mind to, as long as you keep at it and you keep trying your best. So, thank you.